You want the hands lower?
Mm-hmm. I mean, there's your shot. And there it is. And it went in.
Oh my God.
Yep.
I am the Iceman. It's Maverick and the Iceman.
You got it. That was unbelievable.
Thanks, Kevin.
It's going to be dead honest. You won't get a better bunker lesson than what we're putting out here right now. The one thing I would tell you that is even more of an extreme in the bunker is how low I get my hands. Now, here's the reason why. Okay, a lot of people will set up normal in a bunker, and they have what I call a lack of leverage between their lead arm and the golf club. Now, when I set up with the club underneath the heel pad and in the butt of the club in my belt buckle in the swing, well, that's to be able to apply downward pressure into the handle and hinge the golf club. Well, this shot requires a little bit more leverage. Okay, so I'm not creating that with the amount that I'm hinging my wrist. That gets people in trouble, and that actually causes disconnection and gets them to pick the club up more. What I teach in the bunker, once again, presetting everything, path to the least amount of manipulation. I get my players real low. I flex the knees, get a little wider. I get the hands lower. Now, when the hand gets lower and you increase the angle between the golf club and your lead arm, well, look at this. If I just turn, that's without hinging at all. That's just the angle that I already had right here to begin with. So open the face, right hand a little weaker, more downward pressure on the handle. And what's great is that sets the club, a little lower. And watch how I set the club. Okay, and you can see I can get under it real effortlessly right there and get really underneath the sand. Now, when I set the club low like this, I'm able to take my same backswing with my same hand path, same turn, same connection as my regular swing, but the club is setting more and more vertical and more out in front of me. Simply why, guys? Because I set the club lower to begin with. So it's out here and getting up. What we'll do a lot for our players, especially on these short-sided bunker shots, we'll get a scoop of sand on the club face like this. You get the right hand a little bit weaker. Okay, if the right hand stays neutral or too strong, it shuts the club face, and that's devastating to being a good bunker player. If you put the sand on the club face, one of the old school classic tricks is get the right hand weaker. Here's what's great about that. Not only will it open the face, but look at this, it keeps it open going through. So one of the cool feelings is I try to throw this over my left shoulder in the backswing. Okay, well, look how I do that. Sand, right there. And then I can really rotate through and the face stays open. Now, there's also one thing that I do for my players as well, mindset in a bunker. Hit the imaginary golf ball underneath the golf ball. Don't hit the ball itself, right? And I think a lot of people swing very level to the world. Here's the golf ball. This right here is where I want to hit down, but that is not the low point of my swing. The low point is still down past the golf ball. That's important to know. That's simply where I'm entering the sand. But the low point is down past it, and every great bunker player should know that. Like I hit way behind that golf ball back there, but guess what? It came out perfect. I had speed through the golf ball. I hit way back here, but look at the low point was way up there. And that's why that ball came out great. I think people have a misconception. They try to hit down behind it. They think that's the low point. They hit the ground, they kind of come out of it, and that's where they bounce into it. They can blade it, they can chunk it. Speed at which I swung allowed that ball to still come out well. I hover the club where I want the club to enter the ground. I give myself leeway. I don't hover the club right on the back of the ball to then hit behind it. I hover the club well behind it to hit behind it. I mean, that thing was absolutely nipped right there. It was a perfect shot. But I hovered that club this far behind the ball to give myself a margin for error to be able to commit to it and not feel like I needed to back out of it to hit it. Right? And you see how good that comes out. That comes out so nice with so much spin because of the speed that I create, because I have rotational speed and I'm not backing out of the shot, so I have a better angle of attack as a result of that too. Here's the mistake everybody makes. They open way up and they play this, they're hitting in this direction, and they're playing this cut swing like this because that's what they've been taught. And they think because the face is open and pointed over there, the ball is going to go over there. That is a massive misconception. And the golf club is not even making contact with the golf ball here. The sand is between the club face and the ball. So watch. If I were to intend to go in the direction of this line, but I'm swinging in this direction, watch where the ball goes. it goes right in that direction. Didn't matter where the face was. The ball's riding up the face anyways. It's going in the direction of your swing. Say I'm trying to go at the pin, and I'm set up over here, and I got this path of a swing going because I've been told I got to cut it, and I'm going like this. I'm trying to pick it up. Well, now it promotes the golfer who understands the ball's going to go over there. Their subconscious knows it's going over there. So what do? They then back up and try to drop the club and get it online, and that's when they bottom out and either chunk it or bounce it right into the middle of the golf ball and blade it. What I want you to do when you're in here, I just want you to go like this for me. Let's open that face up. Let's get the handle low, okay? Open the face up, get the handle low. Bump the hip, you're still gonna rotate around that left side. You have that weaker trail hand grip. That's gonna keep the face open and help you rotate aggressively. And all I want you to do with that lower handle is make a natural turn to the top. And you can see I can just rotate right through, hit it like a normal shot. Okay? The more leverage you create with the lower hands is going to get that club up the way it needs to get the angle of attack that you need to get underneath the ball too.
Brace into this knee. And
get really low. Push down with that left hand. Get more weight on that left side.
And I try to keep the weight on the left side.
There you go. Normal golf swing. Came out great. It's a little long. But here's the thing. Right. And I love it. Kevin's back here is going, just open the face. I mean, that club is way too square to hit the shot you want. And guys, you just get that club face open and trust the same exact swing. Yeah, it's really good.
Pretty good swing.
It was a great swing.
Hard sand.
Hard sand, okay? And that's where, here's one of the cool tips. With harder sand, I even try to drop the hands more. What's the sharpest part of the golf club? That hosel. It's like a shovel. So guys, a cool tip in hard sand, we get our players to get the hands real low with the heel down, and the V-shaped swing that's created from having all that leverage that hinges the club, as well as that hosel getting into the ground digs into hard sand. And all I would have done is get a little bit more weight on my left side, which gets a little bit more of an angle of attack. And watch, I finish real low.
So you actually went deeper into the sand than I did.
Yeah, you see that? Like, and one thing I don't do, when I have hard sand, I don't try to finish and clear. Like a normal bunker shot, watch. Here's a normal bunker shot for me. Like watch me just hit it normal and watch how I rotate through. See how I finished all the way up out of that?
Yeah.
Okay, now watch. If I get one on real hard packed sand, like right back in here, yeah, I mean like I'm gonna try to make sure this club's under the ball, so I have no thought of trying to come up out of it. So I get the hands real low, that gets the heel into the ground, which actually creates dig. The lower the hands creates more angle. So the V-shaped swing with the sharpest part of the golf club hitting the ground is gonna get the club out of there. But watch how I finish the swing as well. See how good that came out? You know, isn't that nice? And see how I finished real low, guys. And once again, you know, you put me in the thick heavy stuff right here, really soft and powdery, right? Well, this is the one where I'm gonna just be a little more focused on getting through it. Okay. Heavy, thick sand, you're not gonna see the ball spin nearly as much unless your lie is very clean. And then also, you know, I think it's much easier to spin it. Like this is packed down right here, this sand right here is packed down. And you can see like it's a little firmer. There's good access to the back of the ball right here. Like this is one of those shots where I would be able to spin it a lot easier. You know, and you can see that one would bite right away. It's the combination of an open face and an angle of attack. Think about a ping pong paddle, right? A ping pong paddle with a ball, open the face, downward angle of attack. You're gonna clip it.
So you want my same angle like with my regular swing, so the same angle?
Same angle with the upper body tilt, flex the knees a little bit more, drop the hands as low as you possibly can. There we go.
And Kevin says open the club face.
You got it. There you go. There you go. Action of the face angle. And those are coming out nice. Big keys again. Ball position more forward. Open the face, then take the grip. Right hand on top gets the club, gets the weaker trail hand. Keeps the face open in the backswing. Keeps it open on the way through. The square stance allows me to have continuous rotation and not help the ball out to the target. Better angle of attack. Cleaner contact, okay? It's incredibly important and better direction. At Porzak Golf, we take a lot of pride in having developed some of the best and most consistent golf swings on the planet. We do this through simplicity. Our Full Swing Masterclass will take you on a step-by-step, easy-to-understand process on how to get your golf swing better than ever. Join the many before you who've utilized our Full Swing Masterclass to take their games to the next level and beyond.